We made it!
Yay!
We're on! We tried this like a week ago, and YouTube was not having it, man.
No, it wasn't.
Kicked off somebody else, too. Somebody else was doing a live. I think Dana or somebody was doing a live, and the thing totally went on the fritz.
Oh, here we go. We're catching up with the comment. Oh, gotta turn it off.
Oh, gotta turn the sound off. Hold on.
We're on. Okay. All right.
Hello, people.
Well, so far we have Cindy, the crocheter A.
Hi, Cindy.
And Denisha.
Hi, Denny.
And Karen Foltz. Who is good
Hi, good to see you. Linda's
Hi.
here.
Oh, hook me up.
Yay.
Chris Lopez. Hi, Chris
here.
Lopez. Hi,
here.
Hook Me Up Crochet. Hi, Linda's Yarn Barn.
Hi, Gina.
Hi, Roseanne.
Yay. Hello. I'm Karen.
I'm Bryan. And together we are
Fiber Hearts.
That's
Woo.
right.
Hi, Michelle.
Broadcasting live from Northern California. I have the show notes down here, so I'm just going to pop them up right here.
Is that what you're doing?
See them. That's what I'm doing. No, I'm texting my friends.
Good to see everybody. Yay. Glad you guys are here. Yep.
You have a light coming out of your head.
I have a light bulb coming out of my head. I have bright ideas.
Bright ideas.
Those are my bright ideas. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, we're Fiber Hearts. You can catch us on Instagram, Fiber_Hearts.
Yep.
And our email is
the Fiber Hearts.
fiberhearts@gmail.com.
Yep. And our mailing address is in the show notes on our page. It's Box 314, West Sacramento, California, 95691.
Yeah.
And
yay! Waving.
If you look for it, there's a very nerdy pun in there. So, all right.
If you look for it. Yolanda's here. Hi. Oh, Calgary, Canada.
Aphrodite.
Wow.
Hi, Aphrodite.
Yes, those are my bright ideas.
That's right.
Coming out of my head. My bright ideas are coming out of my head.
Yes,
yeah. Oh, look at that. Hook me up. Okay, she's warm, and I got my driveway rocked. Good job. Yeah, you.
Rocked like... Oh, I see.
Oh, Teresa's here. Hey, T. Good to see you, lady. Chris is here. Now that you're on, I'm switching to my TV to watch you.
We're going on TV at Chris's
we're
house.
on the big screen.
Right. We figured out how to do that too. I felt pretty nerdy when I figured that part out.
That's the
you
kind
throw it up there on the TV.
I know, it's getting cool. It's still hard to talk to them though while it's on the big screen. I still gotta have my phone nearby so I can say hey or whatever.
Well, it's kind of when modern people when they watch TV now, you gotta have your phone or your iPad. So you can look up and see like how old is that actress, or what movie were they in, or are they dead? That sort of thing.
Yeah, I know, right? How old is that lady? And then you're like, oh God, she's younger than me. Oh shoot! Yeah, darn it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
that's fun.
But then when they're older than you're like, yes,
I know, like
I win.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I am on cold number 2 for the year. Here's,
what was all that rattling?
All the rattling is me to get a cough drop so that I don't hack a lung while I'm talking to you fine folks.
We also have some other medicinal items, which we'll show you later.
We got other medicinal items.
Right here, not here where you can't see them.
Which are legal, and we will show you here in a minute.
Sorry, not to imply anything.
So, not to imply anything.
This is California, after all. So
anyway, I made the mistake of going to the dentist on Wednesday, and I was fine, totally fine. And I left the dentist, and it was a deep cleaning. Can I just say something, by the way?
I've never been.
I don't know what it is about me. You knocked that off. Did you hear what he just said? I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my word!
I just had to throw that out there to see if you catch it.
Like I wasn't gonna catch it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I don't know what it is about the medical profession, but I don't know if I'm a freak of nature or what, but they cannot let go of me. They want to see me. They want me to come back.
Yeah.
They want me to take
Barbara. Hi,
this
Barbara.
test, that test, the other test, whatever. And thank God, and I mean this with all sincerity, they all come back good. But I don't know if they need to pay the rent or what, but they take one look at me and go, that's the sucker. That's the one I'm going to just rake over the coals for all the fees.
The kids eat this one.
Yeah. So I've been going to the dentist.
Yep.
Because I have to do a deep cleaning. All right.
What is a deep cleaning?
I don't know, but they're doing one section at a time. So they're doing like your upper right panel, your lower left panel, your this, your that.
You make that sound like you're the
car.
chassis of a car.
I feel like I am, actually. Okay. And seriously, he was so bored the last time because I did my lower left quadrant. You know, so he's in there and, you know, they numb you up or whatever. This guy, I have a male linebacker type dental assistant. Okay, he's huge. He's a huge dude. The thing I like about him the best is that he, to get to this side of my face, all he does is lean over because he's big enough to just lean over.
Yeah.
So normally I have my earbuds in and I'm in my faraway place because of the buzzing and the whizzing and the making your brains feel like they're scrambling up and like scrambled eggs.
Yes.
And so he's in there, you know, doing his cleaning and all this. He also numbs you up. I think my eye went numb. Like I'm doing this, I'm like I can't feel my eyelids.
I can't.
No.
I can't blink.
It was this part down here, and he's like, it's like the whole thing. Somebody could have smacked me. I would have never felt it. I'll tell you that right now.
I missed my opportunity.
You missed your opportunity there, boy. So I could have gotten a fight, and I would have never felt a thing.
That's true.
So
that's a possibility, actually. You might have gotten.
But I'm feeling good. I'm all right. And so he gets so bored, he starts working on this side. This side is not numb. I'm like, hello. If you're done, can I just go? I'm not paying you by the minute. If it's done, I want to leave. Well, but no, we got to start fiddling around with other stuff.
Well, okay, but we made it through, right?
No, it was traumatic.
We made it.
Anyways, I felt good. And then what did I say later after that afternoon? What did I say?
You felt like you were starting to get some tickling.
Like I was getting like a sore throat. I said, I feel like I'm starting to get a sore throat. And then the next day I woke up, had a sore throat, the whole Marianne. And then the next day, clogged up, schnoz, the whole thing.
Oh, it's Mimi. Hi,
Mimi. That, you go to the dentist, you go to the doctor, there are sick people in there, and then you get sick.
Yes, it's true. Well, it's one of those places where you go where a lot of people go.
You know how I am in the lobbies. Like, seriously, I want to bring a can of Lysol with me. I don't want to touch anything. I'm always hitting that, whatever that stuff, the Purell is.
Like,
oh,
man.
That anyway, so, I'm feeling, my energy's low, but...
You know what? You've been doing okay.
It's made for some fairly decent crochet time, but you're sick when you're too tired to crochet. You're like,
yeah, that's true.
And then today, it freaked me out. Like, this has rarely happened to me. I'm sitting here, I'm watching a TV show, I'm okay, whatever, I'm hanging in there. 2 hours later, I wake up. Yeah. I don't remember falling asleep. I don't remember the end of the show. I don't remember being sleepy enough to fall asleep in the first place.
Well,
but I'm sitting up in my chair here in the living room. I'm lights out for 2 hours.
You're
what the heck,
not
man?
Feeling well.
You didn't. I fell into the twilight zone.
And you didn't sleep good, so your body said, "Hey,
I guess so."
She's relaxed.
Yeah, she's down. Now. She's down.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Anyway.
Yes.
Such is the life
Jeannie's Creations.
Hi, everybody. Good to see ya. Hey, Betsy, good to see you. Yay.
Yes, Chris Lopez says any medical office is a cesspool of germs. I agree.
I'm telling you,
I agree with you. This dentist is a good. They run a good operation, but they can't help it.
I went in there. I told him to take me off that thing.
I thought you were talking about their name.
No, okay. I went in there. Well, the name is hilarious. I can't say the name.
You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Like I could start.
My dentist's name. How old do you think he is?
He's 60.
60-something, yeah. Okay. So his name is Richard.
He goes by Dick.
But he goes by Dick, okay. And his last name, he's an Asian fella.
Mm-hmm. Chinese. And his last name is, and I will let you sound this out, Haung.
Okay? So in bright big letters on the front of his office,
Dick
is Dick, the last name.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. He also makes fun of that, by the way.
Right. I would run with that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Come on. Anyway.
But they put you on. Oh, would you like those text reminders? Would you like to have a text reminder?
They're worse than a sophomore girl in high school who's worried about her boyfriend.
I mean, like, I don't barely leave the office, and they've texted me to remind me for the appointment that's 6 weeks down the road.
So many times.
I get so many text reminder, one right after the other. And then the day before, she calls you. The receptionist lady calls you.
Jesus, sweetie pie.
I finally said, please take me off the reminder, because it's getting ridiculous.
Did you know you have an appointment? By the way, you know you have an appointment?
Yes, I know I have an appointment.
By the way,
Jeez Louise, you need to pay rent? See, that's what I'm saying. You're like, oh, let's get some rent out of her.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, my gosh.
Cynthia King says, I think I would use Richard. Nah, he probably gets a lot of, who's going to forget his name? Nobody.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I know, right?
After all that, since this isn't dentist hearts, it's fiber hearts.
Yes.
You had a cold, but you've persevered and you've actually made some beautiful FOs. Yes. And we had some fun adventures. We were going to share about those a little bit, and we have a few shout outs, and that's what we got.
Yeah.
So what has happened since the last broadcast here? Where have you gone of interest?
I haven't gone anywhere.
Well, we wrote things down, things that we've done.
Oh.
We went to a certain town that has a certain factory.
Oh my gosh. So we live very close to a Jelly Belly factory.
It's one of three. We learned there's three.
Where they make and manufacture Jelly Bellies.
Yep.
The candy. These beautiful things.
Medicinal
yes.
Jelly beans. Right?
Okay. So they give you a factory tour. Oh. You get to smell all the different smells. You get to learn how they came up with whatever's, So I have a question for you. So right now, I have a question for everybody out there in Fiber Hearts Land. What do you think is the number one sold flavor in the United States? Go. What's the number one flavor sold of a Jelly Belly in the United States? Canada? I don't know. They didn't tell me what Canada was.
They don't have one in Canada. They make them in Chicago, in Deerfield, and in Thailand. That's where they make them.
What's the number one flavor? Anybody? Anybody?
Right here. I'm holding it up here.
I know.
Okay. I know.
All right. Cindy says cherry. Stitch says popcorn.
Some good guesses.
Oh, you guys are doing good. Cherry, butter popcorn. Popcorn's way up there, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Popcorn, yeah, but it's not the number one. Watermelon, lime, popcorn, cherry.
Strawberry.
Juicy pear. Oh, I love juicy pear. I do.
Poop.
Strawberry, poop. Oh, yeah, they got those nasty ones, too.
Booger.
Yeah,
Root beer, lemon, chocolate,
yeah.
Pina colada.
Yeah.
Oranges, burger.
All right, should we tell a burger?
Yeah, of course. Hold it up.
Okay. Is it here?
It's just one of those ones.
Yeah, a lot of you guys had it.
Yep.
Yep, my friends, it is cherry.
Yep, very cherry.
Cherry, very cherry. Number one flavor in the United States of America.
It's the coolest place ever. You go in there, and they have an entire store where you can buy basically all the stuff they make. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know. They got fart. They got all sorts of crazy ones.
Well, that's an interesting side note, which we'll get to in a minute. But you go in there, and there's this beautiful store, and they'll sample anything you want.
Yeah.
And then you go on this kind of self-guided tour.
Yeah.
And the place is enormous. Imagine 4 or 5 Costco's bunched together. And you go on this walk, and you look down into the factory floor, and people making the
you
core
should see
beans.
the vats of sugar. Vats. It's like Willy Wonka.
Huge. It is like Willy Wonka. It's crazy. And they have people who stand there, and they're looking over the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
And they're looking for the defective ones, right? Well, do they throw those away? No, they don't.
Oh, they're like a cherry potato chip.
They sell belly flops.
Belly flops.
That's what they call them down in the store.
Because as you know, that kidney bean shape of a jelly bean is trademarked. Yes, it is the trademarked Jelly Belly jelly bean.
Here is a lemon belly flop. See, that's 2 of them stuck together.
So if something happens and they don't make that perfectly shaped kidney bean shape,
they whoop them.
They don't sack them up.
No.
They put them off to the side and then sack them up for the factory and sell belly flops.
Here's I think this is very cherry.
So you can pick up bags and bags of belly flops for like
$6 for 2 pounds. It's crazy.
Yeah, super cheap. Yeah. Okay. So so you get pounds and pounds of belly flops.
And they're very. I can't have.
There ain't nothing wrong with them other than they might be stuck together.
Well, they're like Siamese twins, and there's ones that are like slightly misshapen.
They're not shaped right. That's the thing. Right. Or they didn't get stamped, or they didn't get whatever.
Yeah, they're the wrong whatever. Yeah. They're kind of really fun.
Yeah.
They also make there all sorts of funny little candy corn stuff.
Yeah.
And they sell you the defectives of those too. They call it a hodgepodge.
They make candy corn and they make like those little strawberry. I don't know what jellies.
What you call them,
They make different things, and if those don't turn out right, they sack those up and sell those off.
Apparently, this one was imperfect somehow. It ended up in a hodgepodge.
Yeah.
And then they make these weird little things.
Chris says the 99-cent store near her house sells belly flops.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Well, I bet they do.
Yeah.
They make those. They make these little ice cream things.
Ouch. Yeah. Jumping in the pool.
There we go. Ow.
Oh yeah, they totally taste the same. Taste the same.
Anyway, we had a fun time going down there, and anybody care to guess what Karen's favorite flavor is? Some of you were saying it before.
Yeah, it's not cherry. Interestingly enough, I mean, not that I'm opposed, but
they're all okay.
I do like the pear.
Yeah,
but that's not my favorite. Save the candy corn.
Yeah, I got a favorite.
Yes,
candy
Ninja
corn.
Bunny. Wah! Hiya!
Cindy, I like your style.
It's not fart.
No, Karen's favorite is popcorn, actually.
Buttered popcorn.
And you got a special bag of it right over there.
My friend bought me a whole bag of just buttered popcorn.
So good.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Iguana. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Knock it up. We gotta get to the crochet.
Okay, but one last thing about that. It was really fun.
Yeah.
They do have the Harry Potter kind of gross tasting ones. And the funny thing is that they sell as many of those as the regular ones.
I said, who is buying booger and vomit
and as many of those as the
regular ones? Nasty! And they're like, yeah, we sell a ton of them. They have to have a special room to make them because it smells so bad in that room.
It's like this special, it's sealed off from the rest of the factory, and that's where they have the fart syrup and the booger syrup that they used to make.
Nasty. Gross. I could not work in there. No way. I have the nose of a bloodhound when it's not clogged up.
Yes.
And, no, they need nose blind people to work in there.
I could probably work in there.
Seriously, it's nasty.
Anyway. All right. So, do you have any FOs?
Crochet! Yes, I have some FOs. Do you have FOs?
I do. I have two.
All right, I'll show one, you show one.
Okay.
So I don't know if you folks know, but we're coming up on Valentine's Day.
Yep.
You hold aside, and I'll hold aside.
I'll hold aside. Snuck in a lunchbox here.
And I wanted to do something fun for the shed quarters.
Mm.
And it's the season of the granny, right? So we're all supposed to be making something out of the granny stitch.
Mm.
So this is my contribution to the season of the granny, my friends.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Is I made a heart garland.
Isn't that cute? Look at that.
And yes, it is made out of the granny stitch.
Yep.
It's basically a granny square gone wild.
Yes.
So I made a heart garland. I'm hanging it up in my shed quarters. It's made out of double strands of just super saver, you know.
Not too fancy.
And pinks
and
really reds.
Out there.
And when it's hanging up, it's meant to hang long ways because I don't have this way.
Yeah.
Very much, and it's meant to hang long ways. Vertical. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks
so anyway, so there you go. Yep. Killing two birds with one stone for Valentine's Day, and it's for season of the granny because it's a granny square gone wild.
Yep. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. All right.
It's a lot of fun. I don't remember where I got the pattern. There's a bunch of them available. It's a free pattern I got, and there are a bunch of them available. So, anyway, it's fun, and it looks cute, and hanging up in my office.
It really does look cute.
It's all Valentine-y.
All right. I made, for my friend Jeremy,
Mr. B made a hat.
Trying to get better at making hats.
Uh-huh.
I made one or two. This is one that goes in the round. We made it long enough to have a brim. See, and the brim is a different stitch than the main, which is starting with the magic circle and kind of going around and around and around and around. That was a lot of fun, and I was pretty happy. Good. I was pretty happy with how it turned out.
Yeah,
I look like I could go work a shift at the hipster coffee shop right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay, next.
What yarn did you make that out of?
Oh, I forget. I should have checked. Let
me see.
I
know what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Caron tweed.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the Caron tweed.
It looks pretty good.
See those little bits of tweed in there?
Wow.
So, good job, Mr. B. Good job.
Thank you, Pauline.
Yay.
Says it looks good. Scrap-a-dap-a-doo. Crochet says, love that. Thank you, Scrap-a-dap-a-doo.
Teresa says that she has 3 seasons of the Granny projects going.
Man.
Wow, girlfriend.
How long is this Granny season?
Only 3, huh? Okay, I'm going to let you actually hold this up because I don't want to stand up right now.
Okay.
You remember that blanket I was making for my friend who got a lung transplant? Well, I got it done, but I don't think I ever got to show off the very finished product. This is ready to ship. This is ready to go. I'm going to ship it out this week. This is that C2C from Jada and Stitches. So it's a corner to corner from Jada and Stitches, and I used Caron 1-pounders. I double-stranded some variegated and the solid together. All right, step back a little.
I'm going to step back a little.
And it's it's 48 inches by 60 inches.
Yeah, it looks really great.
So she's done, baby.
Yay.
I think she's doing it. She looks good.
Yep.
She's a nice blanket. This is a nice blanket.
It's a good one.
And boy, did it soften up in the wash, let me tell you. So, I don't know. I try not to use, especially for the sicker folks, I try to use like unscented and all that. And
I think Karen says.
And then unscented fabric softener.
Yep.
And anyways, it's nice and cheerful and fun, and I think she's really gonna like it a lot. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yep.
So, yep. I just wanted to show. I didn't think I showed you when it was totally done, so I wanted to show you.
It looks nice.
So, woohoo! High five, she says. Thanks, Joe. All right. Thank you, guys. Very nice.
I have one too. I have a friend who has 2 kitties. And one of them's a black kitty, and the other is a gray and white kitty.
Yep.
And I offered to make.
These are some big cats.
They're not small. No. They're from Texas.
Look like big old tomcats. They're huge. They're a big cat.
I'm sure they're rescued, so to speak. Anyhow, I made some cat blankets. One of them is a faux. So I'll show you the faux. There it is.
Yeah.
This is double-stranded.
Finished object.
Variegated. One solid. And it's about, what is it, 28 by...
You started making this cat, man, and I said, how big is this cat?
Actually, I think what you said is, how big is this dog? But
yeah. Well, because that's dog size, dude.
It's a big cat. I showed you the pictures. And
but you did. You showed me the picture of the cat. I was like, dang.
It's not a small cat.
It ain't a small cat.
I want to know what hook you used, Karen, for the blankie.
Oh, I used a K-hook.
See? I'm also using a K-hook for this. This is simple little acrylic super saver yarn.
Yeah.
No big.
I double-stranded and used a K-hook. He double-stranded this. Now tell him what yarns you used. Do you have those?
I do.
You double-stranded this, but you didn't use a K-hook.
Red Heart.
Did you use a
Red Heart Super Saver. Yeah, and I'm using a K-hook. Yeah, Red Heart Super Saver. See? Just like you would. This is called Hot Red. The other one was called Mexicana or something like that.
Yeah, Hot Red and Mexicana with a K-hook.
Yep.
And you did what? Tell them the stitches that you used.
So I enjoyed this because it helped me build up my skill level. It's 2 stitches. And of course, there's chaining across the bottom to get it started, and then it's a double crochet, and then a single crochet, and then a double crochet, and then a single crochet, and 23 rows later, and I'm good.
Your edges are better than mine right off the bat, dude. I'm struggling with my edges, but your edges are looking great.
Well, thank you, but there's defects in this area. Halfway through, I messed up and didn't there's a double single crochet in there that made it so that So anyway, there's some Algonquins in there.
Yeah, but you can barely see that. Mine go weird all over the place. But they're getting better.
You're curly and I'm not.
They're getting better. They're getting better.
My skill levels.
This is nice and thick.
It is.
This is going to be a nice cat mat.
Yep.
Very nice. You did a good job on this,
Thank you. I received that. I know my friend will like it, and their kitties will like it. They're kitty because I'm making 2. I'll show you the other one. It's a win.
Yeah, you've come a long way, Bryan. That's what
Thank
T
you,
says.
Teresa. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I received it.
Yeah. Yeah, where have you been? I know, right? Sick. Like head colds and all sorts of crazy.
All right, what else you got?
Okay, so it was funny because while he was making, I'd already, without discussing this with each other, he decided he was going to make a cat mat. Mm-hmm. Well, I'd already decided I was going to make a dog mat. Mm-hmm. So we were both sitting there making mats.
Yep, yours is similar.
Yep, this is
yours is much bigger though.
Yeah, well, this is for a
black lab.
Black lab, full-grown black lab, mm-hmm. And this is for my friend, mm-hmm. And she has a black lab, and she has leather couches.
Oh, jeez. Good for
so
her.
I'm like, okay, well, you're gonna probably want something on that couch. Mm-hmm. So anyway,
this dog.
Yeah. So this just like Bryan's. It's single crochet, line, double crochet, then single crochet, double crochet, mm-hmm. And again, it helped me on my edges too.
Yep.
So they're not too bad. I've done worse. I have done way worse.
Yep.
Trust me on the edges thing. So I'm pretty proud of myself that it turned out halfway decent.
Now you used the hot red.
I used hot red.
You used a different one. It was called something like.
It was chili.
Chilies.
Chili. It was a variegated
Southwestern chili or something like
jumbo.
That. Yeah.
A variegated Caron jumbo.
100% the same coloring as you can see, but they're really close.
This was 1.5 super savers mm-hmm. in the red hot.
Yeah.
And 1 chili in the jumbo.
I kind of had the opposite. I had plenty of the red, but I burned up almost 2 of the.
Yeah, you were burning through but you had super saver variegated.
Yeah, I did.
I had the Caron jumbo variegated.
Jumbo, just the super savers. So, it was kind of weird. I'm like, hey, you ran out of yarn.
Yeah. At one point, I was like, dude, yours is so big. Do you want to switch? But
no,
you kept going. So okay.
We decided not to.
Yep.
Anyway.
So. Dog mat.
Nice, Karen. Thank you, Chris Lopez. I know the cat.
Thank you.
Teresa, thank you for saying so. I have come a long way. You know, a lot of it is just the confidence that comes from practicing. So there you go. Pretty happy.
Yeah, you're doing great.
All right, what else you got?
Okay,
you got a few
that's
more photos than I
my
do.
finished objects. No, I just have whips left.
Oh, okay. Me too.
Okay, show your whip.
Okay.
What are you
so
working on?
You remember how my friend had 2 cats? Well, the other cat is a gray and white cat, and so I picked out these colors complementary to a gray and white cat. So it's kind of.
But this is a Caron and something else, right?
Yeah,
it's not
this is.
What is it?
Red Heart Super Saver.
What Super Saver is that?
This is Aruba C. Okay.
It's Aruba C. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna hold this up. Hey, I think it looks really nice.
Aruba C is the color.
Yeah. And
but you're double stranding it with
something that
something else.
The label fell off of.
The label fell off?
Yeah, the label. I don't know where it went.
Oh.
Dumb label.
Is that one of those older yarns that we got from that gal who was giving us yarn?
Yes. It doesn't all have a label. But
they don't make them anymore. I forget their name.
But it's kind of like a aqua coastal.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore.
And it's okay. It's coming out all right.
It's like it could be.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So this is for the next cat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is for the gray and white cat.
Yeah.
And this I started this yesterday, so I was pretty happy that I made this much progress.
You like my shirt, Michelle? $7 at Catherine's. Woo! They were doing 40% off of clearance.
These are going to a sweetie friend. I've been her friend for a while.
Yeah.
They're funny. They remind me, and I would say this if she was here, they remind me a little teeny bit of the 2 sisters on the Waltons. She and her sister live together, and they have very strong opinions about everything, and it's really a lot of fun to hang out with
the
them.
ones that drink the little
the recipe.
The recipe.
No, they're not, you know.
They drink the recipe
there's
together.
No correlation there, but just that they're 2 sisters that live together, and they know each other's ways very, very well, and it's quite amusing to to visit them.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yes, they have 2 cats. They generally always have 2 cats. So
yeah.
Anyway, it's fun.
All right. Well, I have something that I'm super proud of, and it's a whip, so it's still in progress. But okay, you guys remember that I'm working on my grandma's yarn, her old wind tuck yarn, right?
Oh yeah, the wind tuck.
I'm making a blankie out of grandma's yarn that I was given after she passed.
Yes, the
that I didn't know existed. It's been a thread throughout the entire time. Anyway, so it's been about a year since I started this project, and
yeah, I guess it has. Wow.
So this is square number. Now I'm making 20 squares. So this is square number 17, square number 18, square number 19. And square number 20. Wow. Woohoo! Now,
good job, Lovey.
Not all these squares are completely done. I ran out of yarn. So, funny story. So you'll see, notice this one I'm still working on. I ran out of yarn. But here's the deal. Okay. 2 or 3 of my squares I did on vacation.
Yes, you did.
I did in Cancun, Mexico.
Yes, you did.
At a resort.
Yes, you did.
And I came home, and they were huge. Like, they were not the right size. They were, like, way bigger than they're supposed to be, okay?
They were...
And I'm like...
bed covers by themselves.
I was confused, because, listen, I at that point, I had been crocheting for maybe 3 or 4 months.
Something like that.
I'm like, I don't get it. Why were these... And I thought, man, maybe I just was so relaxed. I was, whatever. No, you know what happened? Somehow I accidentally switched to a different hook. So I crocheted it all up in a bigger hook size, and they turned out bigger. So what I'm hoping, everybody pray, I'm hoping that...
Took me up crochet says it was tequila.
Yeah, it was the tequila. That's what I thought. I thought, oh my God, what happened? Anyway, I just crocheted really loose. I was way loose. But so I'm gonna I have to redo those squares because they ain't gonna fit. So I have to redo those squares. So I'm hoping once they get shrunk down, I'll have the yarn that will be able to finish these.
I can see that.
Now, if I don't have the yarn, because there's a couple of these, there's 2 of these here that are not done, that are waiting on more yarn. And if I don't have all the yarn, then I'll have to fudge. I'll have to, because I only have 1 color that has leftovers of Grandma's yarn. Okay, so I'll have to fudge a little if I don't have enough yarn to finish those 2 squares. So I have to redo some squares and then fix these squares, and then I'll have the squares, and then I will block them, blah blah blah, and then sew them together. But so it's a project. It's a project. I'm just happy that I'm to that point. Because this has been quite the project.
It's been kind of wild, yes.
I'm over a year on this project, so
yeah,
but it's cool.
It's awesome.
What's the hurry? No hurry. And then when when I'm crocheting Grandma's yarn, I feel close to Grandma, so it makes me happy.
Do you have another whip that you're working on?
I do. So I have a friend who is getting rid of, because we're believing for her and with her, is getting rid of terminal cancer.
Yep.
Okay. And she's a mama of high school boys. And anyways, love her very much. And she has terminal cancer that she's getting rid of. So she's one of those gals, fun, lively, vivacious, a hoot. She is a hoot. You would all love her to bits.
She fit right in.
And her favorite colors are pink and purple. So I wanted to make a blankie for her. And so what I did is I looked around, okay, what's in my stash? Because I'm trying to use up my stash and all that.
You asked me to help. We went through a lot of the colors.
You did.
Looked for some vibrant ones.
Bryan is the best color picker person. I'll tell you that.
Thank you. I don't feel qualified.
Anyways,
I receive that. Thank you.
So I'm going to show it to you. So stand up and show this to them, will you? Please. I'm not. This is in progress. This is a whip. But this is a blankie I'm making. It's a throw. But it's nice. I will tell you, it's nice. So, you see that? Her favorite colors are pink and purple. Pinks and purples. And she's just one of those bright ladies. You know what I'm saying? and loves all the bright colors and all that. So I didn't quite have enough of this. This is a red heart stripe, okay? I didn't have enough stripes to make the whole thing. So I started it off with just a couple of colors I thought would go with. These are Super Savers, okay, in a purple and a pink. And I did 5 rows of each or whatever. Then I started with the stripes, and then I'm going to end it with the purple and the pink.
Yep.
But I got this, the Vibrant Stripes Throw, okay? This is a Yarnspirations. And it was meant to go with the Red Heart Stripes yarn. Oh my gosh. This is the first time I've used those Red Heart Stripes. Really? You guys think she's going to love it? Oh, that's sweet. That's very sweet. Anyways, so they show it with the stripe, and I thought, oh my gosh, if that's not my friend, I don't know who. So, and the pattern is a 1-row repeat. It's not really that hard. Vibrant Stripes Throw, but it's just enough to kind of keep you paying attention, but not like I can watch a show with it or whatever, but it's just interesting enough, the pattern, you know? And the stripes just go perfect with it. I think they made this for the stripes when the stripes came out.
Yeah.
The Red Heart Stripes.
Okay, too.
So this is anyway, I'm four skeins into a 7 skein pattern, and the stripe is the Flamenco.
Yep.
And I got this Flamenco when it was $1 from Walmart. Remember when Walmart was selling off a bunch of their stuff and resetting their stuff? Well, they were like, So I ended up with 5 of these. The pattern calls for 7, so that's why I had to use the other 2 yarns. But anyway, the Flamenco and I used. I was looking at all my purples, like, okay, which one goes? This is medium purple.
It's a solid
Super Saver medium purple. And the...
Kind of a hot pink.
No, this is a different kind of pink.
Okay.
I don't know what... This is perfect pink.
Oh, okay.
Perfect pink. And I wasn't too sure I was going to have enough of this because I had made some of my Valentine's hearts out of it.
It looks nice.
But no, I ended up having enough. I weighed it and everything just to see.
It looks shiny on the camera. It kind of is shiny. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's a really good, solid combo there.
Anyway.
At first you picked out colors that we discussed it at great length.
Yeah, we did.
We really wanted it to be a meaningful and useful gift. And at first we settled on kind of peaceful colors. And then you told me something that made me think, well, this changes everything.
Well, I told you something that made me and you mad.
Yeah. Her doctors tell her don't expect to live.
Well, okay.
More or less. That's what they say.
If you're going, you know what I mean, if it's terminal or whatever, nobody likes that news and nobody likes to, talk about it. But the way her doctors presented it was not okay.
No.
That was not okay.
It was not okay.
No hope, no nothing. Just forget it. Pack your bags. You're gone. Just like...
So we decided to do a complete 180 and pick the most lively, life-representing colors that we could find.
Yeah.
And to me, those look like, and I guess it's interesting that it's called flamenco. Yeah. They look like colors on that you'd see a traditional dancing dress. It's really like it has vibrance.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, a lot of you are mentioning that cancer has touched you, too. It's really...
Cancer sucks. I agree with you.
We touch it back with our fist.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And yeah, Cindy, you're right. Doctors do get desensitized, and they do know their work, and I don't mean to criticize them too much, but we thought, okay, we're gonna let this be a voice of life to this sweet lady. So
well, she went to literally right now is at a cancer clinic that just deals with cancer. Well, she had to fly to go there.
Yeah.
And at least, they're giving her shreds of something to hold on to. Yeah. And showing her other folks. She's meeting other folks who've been able to either live with it or have extended, so
your words have such power
and such
impact on your life. If you start believing the words that others say that aren't life-giving, then that's not good. So
thanks you guys.
Kind of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yep.
So that's a nice whip that you've got going. It's going to be it's going to be very meaningful to send.
I'm excited to give it to her.
Yep. Well, actually, both of them for the other.
Yep. Other than that, I got ideas out the wazoo, but I'm trying to limit because I got to get done when I'm getting done before I start getting whip crazy. So, but man, I'm constantly thinking, oh man, and then I'm watching all y'all's podcasts, and I'm
oh man,
I want one of those.
I know,
I want to do that. I want, and all these granny square ones and everything. I'm like, because I haven't really done. I've done the granny stitch, and I've made those hearts, but I have yet to do an actual granny square that I've done granny squares, but giving them away, to Billy and to whoever that was putting a project together. Right. So. Exactly. I don't know that I'll make the season of the granny deadline, but I think I see granny squares in my future.
Make the cat blanket while the cat is still here.
Those cats have plenty of life left in them.
They're not old cats. Anyway.
Yeah.
So we had some shout outs we were going to do.
Yeah.
You want to do our shout outs?
So I've been watching all y'all, so just so that you know, I have been, especially when I'm not feeling good or whatever. I was like,
so you lay there in your bed and you're kind of like, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
I'll recognize, hey, is that Penny talking to you right now or whatever? Anyway, you watch them on your phone when you they comfort you is what I'm trying to say. It's very comforting.
Well, because I feel like I'm crocheting. When I don't feel good enough to crochet, then I start crocheting through you people.
Yeah, it's very sweet. Anyway.
I'm like, oh, look at what we're making here. We're making this. That looks awesome.
That's right. So you have three. So you had, who was the first one? Kendra, you said.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say one must always hold out hope. My mom was diagnosed inoperable. They gave her 6 weeks to live, massive doses of radiation, and she lived 40 years.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you. This is what I'm saying.
You must always hold out hope.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, thank you. That's encouraging.
It is.
So, what was you saying?
We picked 3 shout outs.
Oh, yeah. We only picked 3, but I can shout out. We can be here for the next 2 hours.
If we did have many, we'll actually watch, it'd be like 25 or 50 of them.
Yeah. I've been having fun watching Kendra at Hooked by Happenstance. Kendra at Hooked by Happenstance. She's been really going through her stash, and so that's been fun to watch because I'm like, because she's been putting variegateds and solids together and stuff like that in fun ways, and I thought, those are kind of cool. Wouldn't mind making some of those.
Yeah, she was fun. I like watching her.
Yeah. And then I've been somebody told me, I don't remember who did a shout out for Denise at Black Ribbon Crochet.
Oh yeah, she's funny.
Denise at Black Ribbon Crochet.
Yep. Shout out to Denise.
Yeah, she's fun. She not only does she crochet, which is really cool, but she's also doing cross stitch. So she combines some floss tube, with what she's got going on. I didn't know she was combining them. Yeah, well, you can combine them, but I'm saying she not only does she do crochet, but she's also doing cross stitch. And I'm talking like, I'm making a Christmas scene. You know what I mean? And like, wow, okay, all right, yeah. And then, of course, Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. We love you, Debbie. You are a hoot. We love you. You're always super prolific, that gal.
Yes.
And it's fun to see what she's up to.
I love her dogs in the background. Dear, is that dog? That dog is. Are you sure it's okay? And then it'll move a little bit.
Oh, you mean like old man?
No, the dogs. Her dogs on her couch in the background of the Canadian Crocheter. They crack me up.
Oh.
They're like sleeping and stuff.
Yeah. Well, sometimes old man will come and sit up on her chair.
Oh, is that what she calls it?
If she gets up and walks out to go grab something, sometimes old man will hop up there. Yeah. Anyway, it's a hoot. Yeah. All right. His last scan showed all gone, nothing in his brain.
Oh, thank
wow,
goodness.
No lungs and hips are all clear. Praise God. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Yay.
That's what we like. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. So many prayers are going into these blankets. My friend with the lung transplant is doing good. And you know, she just like has to go in. I don't know for how long this goes. Maybe the rest of her life. I don't know for sure. But she has to go in for like a tune-up, like every once in a while, and just double check everything. And it's not a okay, got your new lungs.
You're good.
Get out there and run, girl. No. You know what I'm saying? No, it's it's a thing.
It's like a 90-day filter change.
Yeah, you got to change the filters every once in a while, and then I'm just straight up believing for a miracle. So for my friend who's getting rid of cancer.
You got that right.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, we don't travel for a while. Who are we right now?
Sure.
Do you know how many months we've been home? We have been home for months.
Yeah, I think it's been 2.5.
I don't know, what's happening, but it's been crazy months. I will tell you that. I mean, on business side of news, our business, we got our patent. Like, it was a 3.5-year process.
I'm proud of you for doing that.
And thousands upon thousands of dollars to get a patent, and it finally came through. Woohoo! So that was
you, Thomas Edison, Elon Musk,
those are my peeps. We all got patents.
People of the patent.
Yeah, so very, very proud of that. Yeah. And then miracles happen every day. Amen.
Yep.
And then we've had some big months. January, sales-wise, was our biggest month we've ever had over at Style Dots. So, well, we've been busy.
Oh, yeah.
We've been crocheting crazy, and then work has been just crazy.
Yeah, I crochet. So, I took a break from crocheting for just a little bit, but I think it was mostly because I was...
Well, you're catching up, dude.
Yeah, I'm catching up.
You're rocking that blanket.
I was going to show you. I had it in my mind to show you this.
Yeah.
This is my notions bag. I won this at Crystal's
Thank you.
retreat. It looks like a tribble to me, so I call it my tribble notion bag. I like that.
Yeah.
And then this is a hook that Madonna sent me. She very nicely sent me a bunch of hooks that
oh gosh, it weighed like 10 pounds. It was like a giant sack of hooks. Madonna Ballard sent Bryan a bunch of hooks because he likes the metal hooks.
I do. They fit.
Man.
Look, hold up your hand.
You have some claws, dude. It ain't no joke.
You see
you
this?
do. You got some
my hands,
paws.
You have like delicate little lady hands. I have giant.
Me? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I appreciate like metal sticks.
Yeah.
Yes, metal sticks. That works for me. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that because thank you, Madonna. This is working out really well for me.
Yeah.
And I use my I forget who sent us. I think these came with it. I was kind of proud of myself because I actually used a stitch marker for the first time. That's really fun. I realized how useful.
What did you use on a stitch marker?
Well, okay, so when you're working on your faux, and there's probably a limerick you could make out of this. Anyway, when you're working on your faux and you don't want it to start unraveling, you just put your little stitch marker.
Little stitch marker.
Okay, I missed the stitch marker class.
Good job.
It was obvious to the rest of you.
Good job.
So you see that? There's my stitch marker. It keeps it from getting pulled out, and I don't have to worry about that when I'm carting things around.
Yep.
Anyway, I was kind of proud of myself from figuring out how to use a stitch marker. So.
Oh, I know something we did.
What'd you do?
We attempted to go to a marriage retreat.
We've
been married 29 years.
This is a test.
29.
Yes.
We've been married 29 years. We decided to finally go to a marriage retreat.
We've been to them before.
We flunked. We didn't do good. We didn't do good.
The speaker is very well known, and he's very high quality. I would highly recommend him. But he was also experimenting with having other people do some of the speaking. And like the first night was kind of funny about marriage and how people have different communication styles.
Yeah.
And then the whole next day was like, there's nothing about marriage at all.
That was the weirdest thing. We went to a marriage retreat and they didn't talk about marriage.
Well, they talked about,
it was like done in TED Talk style. So every 20 minutes you had a new speaker.
Yeah.
On a different topic.
Yeah. And they were relational topics.
Yeah. It was a communicating to your boss, communicating to your people at work,
exactly.
Communicating, and which is fine.
It was,
but
I was waiting for them to talk about
marriage.
Which way the toilet seat should go.
Yeah.
What about Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
So
we dropped out.
We bailed.
We bailed.
We were naughty. We went home.
We're marriage retreat dropouts.
We cut class. We did. Which made me sad because I really wanted to hear this main guy speak. I guess he
never did speak.
He spoke that evening, but
he did.
He did, but the conference.
He did. They didn't say. They didn't have like a thing that told you who was speaking when.
Lately, the kind of Christian conferences that we've been going to, they on purpose do not tell you when people are speaking because people will cut class.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was kind of funny.
We failed at marriage retreat. That's not good.
That made me laugh. We had a good time, though.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
He and I had a great time.
Yeah,
we sat in the back and
we
took notes.
We made some snarky comments.
No, you think they were snarky? Did you feel that they were snarky? I felt like they were accurate.
Actually, some of them were full blast sarcastic, but
Well, that's a love language, isn't it? Isn't that one of the 5? That's the 6th love language, right?
That's a
There's 5 love languages, and then there's a 6th one, and sarcasm is one of them. No? All right. Okay.
Anyway, it was fun, though. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Yes. We had a good time when we went home, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we went home and watched Picard or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we did.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It was funny.
All right. Well.
We make me laugh.
Thanks, you guys, for coming by. My ex-husband and I were marriage retreat dropouts. Oh, no.
No, I'm sorry.
We're good friends
we're
now,
not good examples. Sorry about that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
No, we're not good examples.
Thanks for coming by. And, I don't know what.
Well, we've got...
That's it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. We'll try to come on within the next 2 weeks, I guess. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
And next weekend is Valentine's Day. I got Karen a little bouquet of flowers. Maybe she'll show you that next time.
Yeah.
And I've got plans that she doesn't know about.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anyhow, that'll be fun.
You aced it. You knew to leave due to the topics covered. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That's right. We challenged the class and we got the credit.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Anyway.
All right.
Well, thank you.
You guys are great.
Yes, you're great.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us.
Hi to all the newbies.
Yep. Hi to all the newbies.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes. And thanks for, we got to say the
thing. Thanks for joining us on our adventures of life, love, and crochet.
Yay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. We got to finish and broadcast.